I don't know what to do.
Ancient Chinese secret.
It's really funny when it's like me and Lou in an apartment and there's nobody else. And it is bizarre to be like, hey, we're two friends having a conversation, but now we're also, there's an imaginary person that is watching us.
Well, because when you podcast as well, you talk louder. So my neighbors thought we were just insane.
Yeah.
Johnny and I would come over and yell about Chinese stuff. Like, oh boy.
How often do you yell about Chinese stuff?
Every morning. And then I call Johnny. I go, was that bad?
I do have to admit that I think it upsets me how much we've been forced to lock in on the Chinese thing.
Yeah.
Because we made it that the name of the podcast as a joke, and then it turned into like our Patreon tiers are all Chinese themed, and there's no turning back.
Specifically Chinese Communist Party.
Right.
Oh, okay. So you're like sponsored by the CCP?
We're trying to get it.
But we're trying.
We're working on it.
That'd be pretty cool.
You uphold Xi Jinping thought?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if you're paying attention, but China's doing okay.
oh yeah,
right
it's
now.
no.
Not doing
The
too
next century is the Chinese century.
And we're getting in at the ground floor, dude. Like, yo, dude.
Yeah, no, this is good.
We're buying low, is what they say. Well, so tell me about it, man.
Oh, about the liquor. So
Yes,
no, I got.
by the way, Chicago's own Mitchell Potts.
Mitchell Potts,
what's
everybody.
up?
Mitchell
What's up,
Potts.
guys?
Give it up
What's
for
up?
him.
What's up, audience?
First person on the Rapid Rocket Roundup.
Rapid Rocket Roundup. I like that.
Yeah.
It is. The first time in Michigan ever, right?
Yeah. Well, not first time in Michigan, but first time performing in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
I've been to the your fair state before.
Oh, okay.
I've been to Detroit.
Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Yeah, I was visiting Detroit. I had a friend who lived in Grosse Pointe.
Okay.
And we went downtown and watched the Tigers game.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
right.
good.
You've done
Good
it
stuff.
all.
Yeah, I've done everything you need to do.
So this is the first time you've been here not for fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here for work.
You're here working.
Putting
This
in
is
that
this is work.
Yeah.
Losing sweatshirts, losing underwear.
Dog, honestly, I haven't had to get the full sleepover effect with you, but you coming upstairs every so often be like, what's up, boys? I'm like, yes, Mitchell's up. It's party time.
Yeah, but it's always just because I lost something. And I'm trying to find something.
It is charming.
We're like, oh, Mitchell's hanging out, and you're like, have you guys seen the sweatshirt?
I'm like Kramer. If Kramer just busted into the apartment,
but then was
but
super
found
chill.
something.
Like, if Kramer busted in, but was also calm.
Yeah, Kramer busted in. He's like, do you know where my sweatshirt's at? Jerry, did I leave it here?
Did we?
That's another. We've talked about our
Yeah.
favorite bad sets.
Yeah.
I have.
Wait.
You can talk. You can
Kramer-
talk. You're brave
Kramer
now, motherfucker.
Kramer set was a bad set. I heard a story about
I thought it was pretty good.
someone at the
actually.
Laugh Factory. When Kramer got off, he like walked up to a guy and he goes, "Man, weird crowd tonight." He like didn't even like.
By
tried
weird,
to
he meant
serve-
black?
Yeah. Just like this is like really tight. This is like a weird crowd.
Dude,
Wait, was that the L.A. Laugh Factory?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Do either of you remember? I think this has come up with us, but do you remember
When Seinfeld
yeah,
went on
Seinfeld
Letterman,
went on the news?
and they like
Yeah.
Skyped them in.
yeah.
And he went on Letterman and he got mad at the crowd because he like Kramer
Stop laughing.
apologized, but it's Kramer, so people like started laughing. And,
and
he
he
was like,
kept
"Stop!
saying-
This isn't funny."
And
That makes
the
it so
the other
funny.
thing is Michael Richards is such a brilliant comedian
Yeah.
that even when he's trying to be dead serious, his comedic timing is off the charts.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, I engaged in some trash talk. They all start dying. And then he keeps calling them Afro-Americans.
Yeah.
You're like, this is making it so much worse, too.
No, it was one of the worst apologies I've ever seen. And they were like, "We got to have Seinfeld right by him to scold the audience."
Yeah.
this is the only thing that can
Bring in
make
Seinfeld.
He
even
looks
more
so
likable.
sheepish, like just sitting there as Jerry Seinfeld was like,
Yeah.
it wasn't funny. It was
And
kinda funny,
the
dude.
camera angle looking like a serial killer that's like, I want to talk about why I did what I did. It's
Yeah,
that vibe, you know? It doesn't look like an innocent man.
Yeah.
No.
What a quaint time.
Yeah.
Now everybody's Kramer.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Everybody's
open
Kramer.
mics are fucking all over the place.
Kill Tony's all about finding the next Kramer.
Oh my god, dude.
Are you
Who could be the next Kramer?
Did you
are you
boys-
more racist than Kramer?
Did you boys figure out whose underpants that was.
It could have possibly been mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards it being yours because, and this is for two reasons. One, I want to believe it is yours.
Yeah.
Because then otherwise it would be mine. I don't want that.
Solid point.
I don't want that.
But it was on the kitchen table.
No, it was actually concerningly underneath some of my stuff. By the
Wait,
kitchen
could
table.
it have potentially been yours?
No, I don't.
No, you
wear
don't have
underpants
underwear.
Oh,
like
you know what?
that.
I did
Uh,
change in the kitchen.
Ooh,
This morning?
This is
And
you want your
why?
underwear back? It's in my bag right now.
Yo, Potts and I were fixing to sniff later.
What a real Hardy Boys mystery
on,
this
wait.
has been,
Oh,
fellas.
that is-
Mitch, hold on to those underpants because there's somebody who might want them by the end of the fest.
Shut up, dude.
You shut
I
up,
won the
dude.
festival.
Yeah.
No, that would make sense because I never changed upstairs except in the bathroom, and even the underwear going from the bathroom to the kitchen table
Right.
seems like a stretch to me.
Why did
But
you
we are
change in
dealing
the
with a
kitchen?
house
And-
where there are two cats.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, that's true.
Was that why you were changing in the kitchen though? You fear?
Somebody was in the bathroom,
Oh, all right.
so I went to the kitchen.
Gotcha.
Okay, I do believe that it's probably your underwear.
It probably
then.
now could be mine. Now that we've
Okay,
talked
well I'll
about
give
it.
it.
Damn,
I'll
dude.
give it back to you when we get.
All right,
home.
I'll
Your
take it
junk
back.
was danger close to my keyboard, dog.
Oh yeah, I was at the same time putting the Patreon episode.
Yeah, just stripping and touching my
Yeah.
stuff.
So I am gonna have to alert Zach when he gets here that it's your underwear, not mine.
Oh, well, you don't
if-
have to do that.
Yeah. Because now
like the mystery.
I think he probably hates me.
I don't know you, and you come in putting your underwear all over my
Hang on,
house.
so for the listeners, we are still at Treetown Comedy Festival
Yes.
where we interviewed Zach on the last episode.
Yep.
So listeners are familiar with the Don that is Zachary Burkar. Did you guys see how he came home with the most charming like dad energy when we were
Yeah.
all passed out around?
We were on the
house?
floor, and he walks in like, "Oh man, still on the ground, huh?"
Coming home from work, like you boys thinking about getting real jobs.
No.
God damn it!
You do want to? Sorry, we cut you off earlier, but did you want to talk about why you quit whiskey?
Oh, it was just because I got diagnosed with fatty liver disease, and I
Oh,
was
holy
like,
shit.
oh well, beer's still fine.
Yeah.
That's not really. I don't think that's really the case.
I don't
I'm probably
think
gonna have
so
to stop
either.
doing that too.
I
Well,
flirted with fatty liver disease.
The
come
doctor
close.
didn't tell me to stop drinking, but then again,
What did he say?
he just said
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, he said pump the brakes,
Yeah.
limit
Okay.
it down. But then also, did I?
I don't know.
No,
I don't, dude,
not as much.
My Chicago introduction to you is like the first show we were at. You go, Lou, and you had 2 beers in your hands. I was like, oh, all right. And then you were drinking one and then finished it and had the other on deck.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right.
I don't think it's from like the discussion with that doctor. It seemed more like a diet thing and me being like a fat guy thing than the drinking. Like
Right.
they're like the drinking not good.
Well, that's
Right.
hand in hand.
But also, like, you eat You've told me that you eat Popeyes like 4 times a week. And, like, I feel like that.
It'd be funny to cut out
Exactly.
drinking, but you're still eating Popeyes 4 times a week. Like, why
Yeah.
is there anything
yeah,
drinking?
because I feel like when you get hammered, that's also when you're like, all right, give me that Popeye.
dude,
Yeah.
Popeyes.
They do go hand in hand. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't drink and then like work out.
Dude,
you know?
getting drunk and then smashing delicious food is pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
it's a top
Or
tier
smoking
experience.
a cigarette. It's
Oh.
never something that's like
Yeah.
good for you.
No,
afterwards.
you never do anything healthy for yourself when you're
Yeah.
drunk. No one gets drunk. Well, I know some
The
people
next
that,
morning
like,
when you
go
take
get
electrolytes.
drunk and then like go to the gym or something.
That's
There's,
crazy.
like,
That's
that's like
insane.
insane. That's actually
That's
dangerous.
fucking
Yeah, you
insane,
shouldn't do
yeah.
that.
That's really
I-
bad. Don't do it, listeners.
don't you?
I've seen those guys at the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fucked up.
Yeah.
They're always putting on one extra plate, and I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking lose it. dude.
100% you have your worst plate judgment
Yeah.
when you're drunk.
You have the
Lopsided plates.
Yeah,
There's more on one
the
side.
most confidence and the least amount of strength,
Yeah.
and you walk into a building where you could die. Like, all right,
Yeah.
let's go.
That's great.
Yeah. No. Man. Well, I don't know.
That's why I kind of gave up liquor. And liquor you could just drink. You know, you can have like 10 mixed drinks pretty fast.
Yeah.
yeah, you can.
Beer you kind of have to slow down because it makes your stomach hurt. So.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself, friend. In my prime, I think I would.
You get drunk enough till you can't feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
stomach feels fine.
Well, you'll get too full on beer where you just like
Yeah.
you hit a wall where you're like, I can't put more of this down.
Yeah.
Like that'll happen. But no, I think the old salsa parlor days.
yeah.
There would be nights
Too
where I
much
would,
beer.
yeah, I would flirt with having like 30 beers in a night.
Where
But
did you guys do salsa party?
that was back when so myself, James Couture, who you
Yeah.
know, shout out Jimmy, Zachary Ricard, who you're staying with, and then Jake Ford, who I don't think you met. We all lived in a house in East Lansing together. And from 2018 to 2022, it was just a comedy house, like Michigan's comedy.
It was like the
flop house.
Wiggles for degenerates.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, that sounds awesome.
I know.
It was,
That was
pretty
sick.
cool. And
Yeah.
then for 4 years, even pretty much through the pandemic, we would throw a monthly house show. And the shtick was I would get as many cans of beer as I could for free. Well,
Yeah.
not free. We got a beer distributor
Yeah.
to sponsor us. So we get like 300, 400 beers for like $40.
Oh my
And then,
How many people went to the show?
they were packed out.
They were
Yeah.
packed.
Yeah,
out.
no, like
Yeah.
people standing in the kitchen.
Man, that's like the most fun you're ever gonna have.
Yeah.
And I was in
Yeah.
college
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah.
And so to me, that was the only house parties I was going to because it was
Yeah.
stand-up comedy.
Truly, I now feel it. I'm like, oh no, that was the peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
even if you do a stadium or a theater,
Yeah.
doing a packed out like house show for
Yeah.
people that are 100% in the moment, this
Yeah.
rules. There's nothing.
You're gonna be
else like
headlining
it.
Madison Square Garden, like, don't you guys miss the house?
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, here's a shout out to former guest Sammy T.
Yeah.
He did the house show once.
Yeah.
That's the
And-
first time I met him.
Yeah.
I was like a year into comedy, and he closed out the house show.
And you could see it in his face, though. He was reliving something.
Yeah.
He was like, I love what you boys are doing here. Like, it was one of those moments where, like,
No,
all right,
Man,
dude. Like,
I wish I could have made it to one. I wish we knew each other.
yeah.
That sounds truly
Yeah.
magical.
Well, because when we crossed paths for the first time at Let's Fest,
Yeah.
yeah, we still had a good time
But
there.
yeah, we had a good time. I had too good a time. I did a little mushrooms on a Saturday, and then I started getting afraid of everybody. I had to go
Nice.
home and I watched Family Guy for the rest of the night. I had to watch old Family Guy to calm myself down.
Dog, Ann Arbor's got a
Yeah.
lot of mushrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah, a lot of Family Guy here too.
Yeah.
My
There's a
girlfriend
college.
texted me at like 9, and she's like, "Oh, are you out at the shows and stuff right now?" And I go, "I'm watching Family Guy." And she was like, "When you told me that you were watching Family Guy, I knew something was up."
Watching Family Guy, can't talk. We'll call later.
Yeah.
I was like going on YouTube and typing in Peter Griffin greatest hits.
Oh no, it was probably interspersed with that live action Peter Griffin,
no.
which would have been a
Oh,
nightmare if you were on
That would
mushrooms.
have been hell. That would have been hell.
Have you seen those videos?
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, oh
No.
my god, no man.
No, I wouldn't have been able to handle that. But yeah, no, Let's Fest was fun.
But
Yeah,
this
there were
one
shows
rules,
too.
I got to learn about myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's honestly, if learning about yourself is getting a little too high, and
there
watching
might
some-
be some time for me to watch Family Guy at some point this weekend.
I think tomorrow after
We'll clear out
we
some
can-
Family Guy time.
we
Yeah.
can-
Yeah.
We'll get Eric to put it on the schedule.
Okay, yeah, we could add some Family Guy.
I was gonna say because we got to finish our shows tonight, and then it's a Friday night, boys.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna get Mitchell Potts some beers. Dude. I'm gonna see what's up.
We also we do have like a shared affection for Bad Sam.
Yeah,
comedy,
yeah,
which
we
I
were
really
talking about that earlier.
appreciate.
We're gonna watch the Kid Walk special.
Oh
Yes.
hell yeah, man.
Shout out Kid
I
Walk,
mean-
friend of the show.
You and Joey were talking about that on the drive
Yeah.
up. I was like, I got to see this.
Can I ask? Maybe you know this. That famous video of the guy falling off stage at the Chicago Laugh
That-
Factory. It was staged.
Well, I don't want to say because I don't want to blow up their spot, but yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Just
All right.
edit that. Just edit that out.
Oh, should we actually?
I don't really want to.
I-
Well, I don't think it's.
In classic, no,
You know,
I'll
for-
do a CRF edit where not
Yeah.
only will I edit it out, I'll embellish it with a bigger yes.
Dubbing
that
you
sounds good.
screaming yes.
You know, I don't want to blow up their spot, but
Yeah.
it was staged.
Oh
yes.
man,
It kinda
it's so
looks-
perfectly
Yeah,
It's
done
they
though.
did a great job.
Because
like
it's such a
really-
wimpy fall. I
Yeah.
think that's what I like about
No,
it.
it's a really, and I like the guys who made it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to like and be like, well, actually, but
Right.
yeah, I wasn't. But they did a great job.
I was
gonna say,
it's a very convincing.
The only thing that gave it away wasn't the kid on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah.
It was the guys in the crowd that were
Yeah.
like there to get him immediately.
Right.
That's where I'm like, that's a little suspect.
I think it was
Yeah.
the fact that they don't record the show, like the open mic or anything
Yeah.
there. So it's like it would have had to been this guy getting his own clip and posting it,
Yeah.
but somehow
we
the Laugh
don't have
Factory-
to name names, but good dude though.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, funny guy.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, to fully
Clearly
commit to
very
that,
funny
yeah,
guy.
Yeah. And
I
do
know one
re-
thing about him, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I respect somebody who commits that hard to a bit like
good,
that.
good dude.
Yeah, good, solid dude, not like Kramer.
Which is why, if he was like a piece of shit, I would have been like, it's 100%. Even if it was real, I would have been like,
Damn
fake,
it, dude,
faked it. He faked it. It's so
Conspiracy
goddamn fake.
All right, bitch, I have no idea how to edit around that. Dude. It's real or fake? Fake real?
Just change it to like Xi Jinping's speech during when you ask me.
It's
Just like
cut out.
kind of change it to like Chinese or
You
something.
should dub it over
Yeah.
with him saying we should kill Elon Musk.
Yeah.
yeah, that got us in hot water. We've been deplatformed so many times for a podcast with 168 subscribers on YouTube. I wish I was joking. We've had to email YouTube like, no,
We're good.
Come on.
We're not actually CCP sponsored,
Yeah.
but we're working on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, well, if you're not going to monetize us, then
Yeah.
we're going to have to go to some other people.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to a different country, a better country.
Well, Canadian Rocket Force, Cambodian Rocket Force, we got them on.
These are all the spin-offs.
Yeah.
no, you guys should create like a competitor to Shin Young. We should all do like a musical about how good communist China is.
I actually think it's pretty cool.
I'm glad you brought that up because actually, let me pull up my Google Drive for a second.
I was going to say, Johnny and I are going to start on Wolf Warrior 3.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to round out the trilogy of Wolf Warrior.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man.
Should we bring in?
I was going to say if anybody else wants to. Does
Yeah.
anybody else? You guys don't have to.
Anybody else
Does
wanna
anybody
tap
else
in?
wanna pop on? Well,
Yeah,
rip
come
it
on in.
All right, tag in. Oh, do you want to do any last plugs?
Any last plugs?
No.
Right on.
Do you have a Chicago? Do you have a Chicago audience?
Yeah.
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 Okay. I'm headlining Fresh Faces at the Laugh Factory on March 18th.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So
Hell
come,
yeah.
come
Nice.
see it.
There it is.
Yeah.
Go
And
see
then
Mitchell
just
Potts.
at Mitchell Potts.
Yeah. At Mitchell Potts Tater Tots.
Hell yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for
So-
hopping
oh,
on,
yeah,
Mitch.
absolutely.
All
Thanks,
right,
buddy.
cool.
See you
It's
guys.
the rocket. What did I call it? Boom.
Boom. What do we call the Rocket Roundup?
Yeah, I think so.
Melissa, you want to come up?
Rocket Roundup. We're doing there was a third one, but I can't remember. It was charming.
Yeah. If only we remembered any of the
Yeah,
good
there it
things
is.
we've said.
All right, dropping on in next. Let you introduce yourself.
Alyssa Yeoman.
Alyssa Yeoman, everybody.
Alyssa Yeoman,
Yes.
everybody.
Now,
Upset. I don't have a monster like you.
Let
Sponsored by Monster.
let me be crass. Not many do. Okay, all right. Welcome to the podcast. We're bad at it.
Yes.
this is actually your first time in Michigan, right? Like
This
ever?
is my first time in Michigan
Well, we're
ever.
friendly
Wow.
folk. You want to sip?
Yeah. No, I'm
All
good.
right. It's,
I don't want my piss to be neon,
It's
but
the
thank you.
it's near the bottom. It's warm and
If you want
syrupy.
all my backwash monster drink.
Your piss will look like the lighting in the substance.
Oh,
like,
nice.
when it
I
comes
have
out.
taken activator. Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Respect and balance.
also,
Yeah.
I don't need this monster to make my piss look like neon. All right, there's enough going on in there.
Yeah. Just your natural state. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like if it wasn't neon, is when I would go to see a doctor. Like something's off.
I'm sick. Yeah.
Definitely been there, but.
Yeah.
So how's Michigan treating you then?
I love Michigan. I love the Midwest. I'm gonna
Okay.
be honest. Yeah.
Are you
'cause,
are you not from here at all? Like where were you
What-
born and raised?
I moved on all over, but I would say like Texas and Alaska are like solidly home.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know
so
what? If you kind of mash that together, that is
it
the
is
Midwest.
the Midwest. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
So I feel like I always like the Midwest. Every time I've come, this is like maybe I've been here a few times, but
Did you bounce between Texas and Alaska throughout your childhood?
no, I have a long story. Born in Micronesia,
Oh, okay.
adopted from there. I'm Micronesian.
Okay.
So surprise, biracial. Fuck y'all.
Well, most of our audience is biracial.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
It's my
fellow?
mom.
Okay. And then it was it was Hawaii, Guam, I think was in there.
American
Texas.
Samoa at all?
American Samoa, I think
Okay.
was in there. Texas, Alaska, Hawaii.
Because
Wow.
well, we were
Yeah.
talking the other day. You grew up in Army, Brad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there it
Fellow
is.
Army, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We don't gotta go into
We
it.
both
I
use
just-
military
yeah.
time, so it's whatever.
It's
yeah.
pretty cool. It's
Not to
actually-
flex, but
when people are like, why does the military use that? I'm like, well, have you ever like set an alarm for your job
yeah.
and you
actually
PM'd
do
when you should have
4:30.
AM'd?
Yeah.
Now imagine doing that if you were like in charge of bombs. It'd be like, that's a bigger fuck
My
up.
bad.
Like, oh no, you guys are gonna be so pissed. Whoops.
And then where are
Yeah.
you at right now?
Oh, now I live in LA.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Gotcha.
I was in Washington. Just moved to LA in September. So I'm new to LA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you
Right on.
how do you like it? Nobody in LA listens to this. You can say whatever
Okay,
you
okay.
Yeah.
I actually like LA.
want. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're gonna
I
have to
know,
edit
is that
that
crazy?
out.
I know. I actually like LA, but yeah, I can see why people don't like it. There's shit on the street.
Sure.
So
That's character.
Yeah, you gonna
yeah,
deal with it.
exactly.
Yeah, that's just cities right now. You got a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bumper
True.
dumping. going
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Detroit, very clear of shit on the street. We don't have
Okay.
any-
Okay.
I can firsthand knowledge this one though. I went to LA with my dad back in
Okay.
23, and my dad, hadn't been there for years, and in his mind, he's like, downtown LA, this is where they filmed War of the Worlds. Like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be great. And then we
I
get
like
down
that's
there.
the movie.
Yeah,
well, yeah,
that's
yeah.
a dad movie
I
for
got a
sure.
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
And so
Literally about a dad.
we get
Yeah.
down there and we're Ubering around, and it's Walking Dead, out there.
Yeah.
And then this one guy just Donald Ducks it and starts to poop, and my dad goes like, "Oh, what is he doing?" And I'm like, "Nah, Dad, he's taking it down."
You're like, welcome to the big city,
it's
Dad.
like, hey,
yeah.
Bet you didn't think you were gonna get a zombie movie instead of an alien movie, but that's what's going on. So,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
despite that, it's still a rad town. Like I love
Yeah.
LA.
Lots of good food. I love the culture. I feel like people are nice. You just have to be like chill. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have to have like an extra level of confidence when you move there.
Yeah,
I
well-
will say I feel that.
Do you ever meet somebody who's just like a boorish asshole, and they'll be like, "Man, everyone in this town's so mean," and you're like,
Yeah.
"I think
It's
you're
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eventually, if everybody's mean to you in a town, I don't think it's the town.
Okay, now I
Yeah,
get it. I was
that's
like
real.
boorish. I was like, oh, okay.
B
That
O
was a good-
O R.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Yeah.
I was like, I was thinking timid, and I'm like, that's not it at all. I'm like, everybody's so mean to me. I'm like, oh, that is different than everybody's an asshole. So sorry
Right.
about that. I had a
No,
dumb moment
hey.
banging around up there.
It's a good word. It was on my dictionary toilet paper this morning. That's
Yeah?
why.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, I was like,
No.
I need that. 'Cause, I was waiting for context clues for boorish as well. I wasn't going to confess I didn't know, though.
No,
Yeah.
this podcast only has one word of the day.
Listen,
and-
I am 60% sure I used the word correctly. So
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
there's the room for error there.
I also,
It's actually a slur.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Look it up.
weirdly
We might
enough,
bleep it.
I've been watching Breaker Morant and a lot of movies about the colonization of South Africa right now. So I was like, yeah, the
Wow.
Boer Wars came up a lot, the Zulu Wars. So that's what I was like, is that what you meant by?
Oh, you meant like
boorish?
BOAR?
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
different boars.
I know I
Wow.
couldn't see the words when you said them, so I couldn't see the
That's
letters.
true.
I'm like,
And even if you did, you're dyslexic.
yeah, I'm
too.
like, oh, they're all over.
You truly have niche taste.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
told us we just discovered Dochi. So,
It's discovered what?
Dochi.
Dochi.
Yesterday.
Oh.
we
And
had a
I said the
conversation.
name aggressively incorrect.
Yeah, it was.
I said it to the point where it's like, this might be.
How'd you say it?
Dachi?
Yeah.
Is what I said. Which, yikes.
We were like,
do I have to edit that out?
No, no, no,
okay.
no.
All right. I'm like, okay.
just be real, you know.
yeah, no.
That's
Here's
brave.
the thing.
Yeah.
I loved, like, Mitch, who was just on,
Yeah.
like, told me about it, like, the music, and then I put it on alone
Yeah.
driving to some shows. Like, this is
Nice.
great. And then, yeah, I'm like, oh, no, I don't know how to say it, right?
Yeah, you can
But-
listen to it while you watch like war YouTube videos on silent.
Fucking, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
there-
yeah,
when
yeah.
you're
when I'm
interested
painting
together.
my models.
Yeah, exactly.
It's bad when I'm moving my shoulders and painting. And I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no.
So when you say that Texas and Alaska are home, do you think
Big
there's
one.
something about you as a person that's distinctly Texan and Alaskan that like you carry with you?
100%.
What is that? How would you define those two
I
cultures?
think I am very Southern in the way I approach people. Like I like to be friends. I will like talk to people. I
You-
make eye
I was
contact.
gonna say you're very
so-
cordial and proper and direct, and I like
Yeah.
that. Like,
And I feel like the directness is also like a Southern / well, yeah, Alaska thing. I think Texas and Alaska actually have a lot in common.
yeah.
Because you get the Southern hospitality, but it's like rowdier.
Is there
Yeah.
frontier attitude still? Does that
Yeah,
make
there
sense?
is definitely a frontier attitude.
Answering the door with a shotgun.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what you doing out there? Kind of energy. Like,
Totally.
yeah.
A lot
Telling
of
the
drinking.
government what to do on your land,
Yeah.
which I do love that energy about Texas.
Yes.
Texas and Alaska are both like, I own this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has
And-
Taylor
Absolutely.
Sheridan done an Alaska show yet?
Yeah,
like we
probably
need
not.
a Yellowstone style show
Hell yeah.
about Alaska.
We
A
do.
dad show. That'd be a great dad.
That would be a good dad show.
Good
I mean,
dad show.
True Detective, the last one.
Yeah, the
based in
Jodie
Alaska.
Foster one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
I got to catch up on that.
Oh,
but-
that's a good one. Yeah.
So okay, but so you got what you like about Texas. What was Alaska like growing up?
You
And
know-
where were you about in Alaska?
Yeah, I was in Anchorage, and the
Okay.
craziest thing is I felt like I went to like a diverse high school in Texas, but getting to Alaska, I actually went to the second most diverse high school in the U.S.
Oh.
Whoa.
So like I had seen like Native Alaskans for the first time, and I was like, oh, are they Asian? And people were like, actually, this is like, and I was like, oh shit, I've like never seen a Native
Oh.
Alaskan person before, you know.
I'm
and
gonna throw this out there. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that similar to Inuit? Or
that is one of many.
okay.
Yeah,
all right.
tribes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Woo.
definitely.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm on thin ice, like a fat Eskimo. I'm
Oh,
just
no.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
What did you prefer, nighttime or daytime in Alaska?
I am a nighttime person, but I hate the cold.
Oh, sure.
But you had to
So-
deal with like the almost 24 hours of each, right?
Luckily, Anchorage, I think the most Anchorage gets of like daylight is maybe like 17 or 18 hours.
Oh.
So it's never
Damn.
like fully
Yeah.
that. But yeah, but it's so beautiful in the summer.
But you
Yeah.
still need some
It's like-
blackout curtains then,
Yes,
though, right?
absolutely,
That's insane.
absolutely. But the winter is not for me.
Because if
No,
the
yeah.
sun was
Yeah.
setting at like 1 a.m.
yeah.
or like it was kind of twilight
Yeah.
at 1 a.m., my circadian rhythm would be fucked.
Yeah, it's a whirlwind.
dude.
Whiplash.
No, yeah, it's because
CPAP machine.
yeah, but that's because you're the guy that would help all the vampires in 30 days and
I would have been, yeah.
You'd be
Oh,
I
I
did the
see
little
that.
Renfield for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Like, yes, what do you need?
you do have major hero energy.
Do I really?
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
my
I've
God,
been
why?
saying it for
I
years.
just feel
He's my
like you're
Gillis.
like nice. Also, I made a misogynistic joke and you called me out on it yesterday. I was like, ha
Did
ha
I
ha.
really?
And it was like, and then you were like,
You wouldn't believe
it was
what
just
he
a
doesn't like.
riff.
Oh,
And then I was
yeah.
like, wow, Johnny's truly a nice guy. I was like, I look like the biggest asshole in this circle.
Yeah.
And yeah.
John
I
doesn't
actually-
let any good jokes slide.
Yeah, I broke character for a second. And
Yeah.
He broke the glass in sincerity?
Yeah.
Oh,
guess
no.
so. I don't even
no.
remember this, but I'm sure I
Yeah.
believe you. Yeah,
But I
believe
just
did.
feel like you have an energy in your face. You're like kind.
Oh,
you
thank
know?
you.
Like
Yeah.
you would like.
It's
you
the
would,
chubby cheeks and the dimples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you would be like, oh, I got this. Zombies are coming.
Yeah.
and, like,
Run.
whatever. Exactly.
Yeah. I'd be
Yeah.
like holding the flare as they're running to me.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You've
Yes.
got Dr. Grant energy. You're both
Yeah.
Dr. Grant and Ian Malcolm.
Yeah.
It's-
I would be when I'm
Knowledge
turning
of-
into one. I'd sit down and be like, "Run!" as I'm like changing and looking at the sunrise.
Like, oh,
you know?
shit.
Everybody's holding on. Tears are falling.
Yeah,
Johnny,
Can't let him go out like
no.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, no.
Then I just dissolve.
A hero
Yeah.
that lives in the 80s, no problem, but dies in episode 1 of everything modern.
There's a fetishization amongst men of the idea of like bleeding out and looking at something beautiful. I don't know if you've heard of this.
Yeah, no, I
The
wake
idea,
up
like-
every morning going, maybe today.
Yeah, you look at like a
Maybe
nice
today.
park bench. You're like, that'd be a good spot. That'd be a good
Oh,
spot to
nice.
be dying slowly. After I win a battle.
Mm.
I'm not gonna. Mine is jumping out of an airplane into the shit and then just being like, maybe I don't even land.
You'd splat.
Nice.
No, not
That's fun.
splat. I would
No.
hover and
I don't want to
paratrooper
splat.
stuff where you're
Yeah.
floating. And,
Yeah.
it's the boys.
Yeah.
It's paratrooping with the boys. There's a reason all those battle royale games
Yeah.
start with paratrooping with the boys.
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, where we jumping? You know? It's just-
Yeah. I got that feeling when I saw Gravity. Like I would
Oh,
love.
yeah.
I would love to die in space.
when George Clooney he does
Yeah.
that, he just like floats off. And
Yeah.
he starts playing music,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's a
I
boss
might
way
like
to go.
pop like a tab of acid and be like, take me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
acid and then your God-given DMT is gonna kick in. That's
Yes.
gonna be one fucking hell of a way to go.
Last view of Earth. Who knows what I'll
Oh,
see?
God.
You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna get scooped up by Yahweh if you
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
It was like you're gonna be fine.
Exactly.
You're not gonna know you're dying. You're just gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the afterlife.
Exactly.
The thing is, heroic deaths in movies, you can't show them happen. They've got to be like
Yes.
in something that blows up, or they have to like
Right.
float away. Whereas like if that movie showed George Clooney's head just explode when he like went through the gravity, it would be silly. You'd
I'm
be
gonna
like,
push
oh,
back.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool
yeah.
because we don't get the reality of it. You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
Like nobody shits themselves in the movies.
Yeah.
They could
Yeah.
be he's just listening to epic music and he like takes the helmet off, but then you also see shit float up from his suit into his helmet. Like that's rough, dude.
I love if when Han Solo gets stabbed in Force Awakens,
Yeah,
they just
yeah.
have and him go,
Yeah,
and then you just
exactly.
hear it as he falls.
I think I have some fun to do in the editing rig this week.
Yeah.
Um,
Should we write a reboot or what?
Yeah,
make
Star Wars, but with more shit.
Yeah, exactly. How can we make Star
The
Wars
rocket
longer?
Give me the rocket cut.
Yeah.
Just adding farts to movies. We came all the way back around in our sense of humor.
Yeah.
We're like, now we're all adults, and we're like, actually, farts are funny.
Yeah. You need that escape. I mean, when people
You
are taking
do.
themselves too seriously now, I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just do dumb shit. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, you
I think it's
are in
embarrassing.
good company.
Yeah.
Have you seen the doggy on my sweater?
Oh,
Don't look
shit.
now.
I did, yeah.
I was like,
Do you think
I
that-
wanted to see what Chris Hansen saw. Yeah, I was like, yeah, he's right. No, I'm just
Is there a lot of that in LA? People taking themselves too seriously?
I mean, I don't think I think people take themselves serious. I do like about LA, people are like, okay, I'm here to work, etc. But I do think there's like some awareness that you have to be a little bit like delusional and like kind of crazy to want to pursue this. I mean, like here
Yeah.
we are, we're at a fest fucking on a stage doing a podcast.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
like,
we
let's
are.
do fucking this, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of
I've had
Yeah.
some headliners say though, like you do need a little bit of the delusion.
Yeah.
You can't let it ever take over, much like the ego as well.
Yeah.
You got to keep it in check, but it's like it's enough that if you bomb really hard, it's like maybe tap into that delusion to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's a fine line,
Yeah.
but it's like if you kind of don't believe in yourself, like believing in yourself feels delusional these days.
Yeah.
Does it not? I mean, I feel
Yeah.
like
Oh, no,
people
it
are like,
does.
and people are really against like trying.
Yeah.
I-
It's like lame to
I
try.
feel like
But
it
it's like-
also
It's cool.
it teeter totters though on like believing in yourself and then just being like arrogant douche.
Yes.
Or like actually delusional, or even like manic energy, where you're like,
Yeah.
because I'm sure you've dealt with some real mania out there.
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like, oh, this person's like actually on one right
yes.
now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You're like,
Absolutely.
that's not good.
It's a little scary.
Yeah. But sometimes the funniest people you've ever seen.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
The people you really don't want to spend time with. But
Yes.
Hey,
But
li-
sometimes I see someone highly delusional. I'm like, I wish I could be like kind of that
Yes,
level. You know what I
yes.
mean? Like,
I
if they're
envy
doing
delusion.
well,
Yes.
yeah. But if they get off stage and you're like, oh, that's a
but it's like
nightmare.
they're like resilient, right? I'm like, okay, you're like there
Okay,
could
yeah,
be there
alright.
could be there's
Yeah.
definitely like I think you need some awareness for sure, but there's sometimes where I'm like, I wish I could just be like, you know.
Oh, the bliss.
Yeah, exactly.
To walk off
the
stage and be like,
whimsy. yeah.
fucking killed it. And they're like, this crowd was
Right.
fucking stupid.
exactly.
It would be
Yeah.
like when we heard about Kramer walking off stage at the Laugh Factory going like, weird crowd
Weird
tonight. You know,
crowd.
it's like
Yeah.
that same thing. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Kramer's one of the only like successful cancelings that we've ever had.
Like, actually went away forever.
Nah,
Because he
he's-
was like
he came back.
is
Well,
he
he-
still doing something? I
no,
thought he was like
he-
kind of
he was
chill
He
on-
now.
wrote a memoir recently, but
And then
he's
he was
not
on-
working.
Yeah, but he's not working. He was
No,
like,
he
okay.
was on an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, with
where
everybody.
Oh.
they played up. Like,
They talked about
yeah,
it.
Leon.
That was, like,
Oh.
part of
yeah,
it.
Leon
Okay.
on Curb like brings it up, and
Yeah.
Okay.
it's a whole segment where he's like, I don't give a fuck. Kramer's funny as shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
There's a small part, and maybe this shows a low standard I have for people or comedians or whatever. But there's a part of me that is like almost respects Michael Richards for the fact that he could have, especially now,
Yeah.
done the post cancellation right wing grift.
Yes.
You know, he could have
Yes.
Roseanne Barred it or something,
Mm.
and he's just chilling and he's not
Yeah.
doing anything. Like, part of me is kind of like, that's, I don't know, like, it's weird to say that's cool, but I'm just kind of like, at least he hasn't done that.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that's why I
man.
feel like it's successful because he kind of was like faded a little.
Well,
Right.
he
Yeah.
meant the apology.
yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
a genuine apology where it's like, yeah, maybe I will fuck off genuinely
Yeah.
for a little bit and think about what I did.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no, you see, there's a market for it. Let's go.
Right. Well, yeah, and there definitely is. Any
Yeah.
day now, Michael Richards wants to go on Kill Tony. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's welcome back.
Yep.
That was a hard one for me because Kramer was like one of my first crushes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like him, like Edward Scissorhands, like in my top.
Getting
was
fingered
like
by that guy be
lanky-
tough.
Yeah.
It's like lanky white guys. Is
It was
that
yeah. I mean, Kramer was so confident. One, he was more buff than people
Sure.
remember. He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
lanky, but he was tall.
he's 90s buff.
He was 90s buff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's coming back around.
Yeah.
You know, I liked his. I thought he was funny. It was
Yeah.
like one of the first characters I was like, oh, he's like so funny.
That is boorish. He's
Okay.
the way
He's
he
boorish.
walks into a room and he's like, you know,
Yes.
like it just commands the space.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand
Yeah.
that.
So and then I was like, oh, well, he says the N-word. I don't know if I'm his type.
Arguably.
You know, I was like, damn, the one that got away. You know.
He was almost perfect.
I know. Exactly.
Kramer, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I've always talked about this. I don't know if I've talked about it on the podcast yet, but I remember when everybody first heard about Shane Gillis, when he
Yeah.
said the slur,
Yeah.
and there was discourse on Facebook, and everybody was
So
suddenly
kind of you to
smart.
call it discourse.
yeah. But I remember one person posting about it and saying like, yeah, it's good they fired him or whatever. And another guy, some open micer comments, he's like, yeah, man, as a guy with a half Asian ex-girlfriend, I found it very offensive what he said. And part of me was like, you didn't have to qualify it that way.
No, you didn't.
In the
Just be
weakest
offended,
way
yeah.
possible.
Yeah, just be like, I'm offended. Nobody knows what you look like, bro. I'm like, it's okay. You're on Reddit right now. Like,
right.
that's so funny.
It's like you can say like, I think that word's bad. You don't need
Yeah.
to be like,
You don't have to be offended by it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think there's a high possibility when she dumped him, he might have said it. So I don't even necessarily believe it.
yeah.
You think?
He kind of said it
Yeah,
by
think?
saying he had a half Asian girlfriend. You know what I
Right.
mean? I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
also
my girlfriend was one of those.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
but half. Like that's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
weird
half.
qualifier as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to specify half is
Yeah.
very funny.
Like, okay.
Yes.
I don't specify I'm half. I don't. I keep that.
Hey,
on
you
the
don't
deal.
need
Yeah,
to, baby.
exactly.
Yeah.
Keep them guessing.
Yeah. Who knows?
The vaguely not white is
Yeah,
my.
that's
Oh,
big
okay.
hero
Yeah.
energy to be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Do
here
you,
for
do
it.
you know he's Lebanese?
Oh.
Quit outing me, dog.
I see that.
Quit
Okay.
outing me, dog. He's
I thought
Thai.
you seemed like you had a little spicy white energy.
That's
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
funny because I've had a bit before where I talk about how people go, that's the jalapeno.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'm 3 different kinds of white, and then Lebanese, which is also still a type of white. Like,
I don't know. I don't count Lebanese as white people.
no,
No, me personally.
let me
I
tell
mean,
you.
like, yeah.
It's 25%, and if stuff goes south, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, I'm gonna be playing it
yeah.
up.
yeah.
When I
yeah,
grow
yeah.
up, I will say when I grow out my beard, it gets very like the CIA could use me to get
Yeah.
into some caves.
Yeah.
Like they'd be like,
They
all
could
right,
use
Lou."
you to suddenly be the new guy at the mosque.
Uh-huh,
Yes.
yeah, like, what's
Hey
up,
guys, I got
fellas?
an idea.
Death to what? You know. Let me on in.
That's so
No,
funny.
but then if I shave clean, the the Eastern European comes out a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit. And
Okay.
people are like, oh, all right, what do you
You can
got a
see
little
it.
Slavy look to you? I'm like, yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just-
Yeah, I told someone I didn't think of Armenians as white, and they're like, "Yeah, you should stop saying that." I was like, "I don't know. I'm just trying to give us all. I'm like trying to bring us all together. You know what I mean? Like that's where I'm at."
The question is like, with what tone are you saying they're not white? Or are you like, they're not white?
No.
yeah.
yeah,
No.
that's where you find out I'm racist.
Right,
Actually,
you actually
it's,
hate Donald.
it's
Yeah.
that Dave Chappelle sketch. I'm in the KKK. I don't know I'm black type thing.
Or the old Bill Burr bit where you don't say anything racist, but it does seem like you have a problem with them.
Exactly.
They're not white.
A lot of Chinese here. Yeah.
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 Even if she said it, yeah. All right. But hang on though, you have tickled my curiosity. If they're not white, what are they?
You know. Well, I
What's
feel like I
going
now
on
have to
there?
backpedal.
hey, if you bring that up, I'll talk about the Boer Wars, which are problematic.
Yeah.
2 different white colonizers fighting over land that wasn't theirs.
I don't know. I just feel like they're also oppressed.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, and I feel like they're culturally not white.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. But I need to stop splitting hairs.
You know what? It is
maybe.
nice to see somebody else squirm for once on
Yeah,
this podcast.
yeah, because I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean,
Yeah.
but then sometimes it's like how much you lean into the white identity if you're white passing too.
Right.
So I'm like,
Because and here's this is where we're officially going to turn off half of our audience.
Yeah.
Race is a construct.
Yes, it is a social construct, 100%.
So we lost half of like our OAN listeners.
Yeah.
But
They'll be back.
you know, yeah. So
I'll go on
I
one,
just
they'll be
found
back.
out. I just found out the other day that Zoe Saldana's not black, or she's not. She has no like African.
Yes. Yeah, she's like Latino, right?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Zoe Saldana from Avatar and
Amelia
Guardians of the
Perez.
Galaxy. She just won the
Got it.
Oscar. for
Oh,
Amelia
is she
Perez.
the green one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Got it.
Yeah,
All
she's
right.
like not.
Guardians. Yeah.
But she's been like in my brain, like
well,
because
she got so
it's
many
a
black
construct.
roles
She
early
played,
on.
did she
lie
played
about
Nina
it?
Simone.
I did hear she
That
played
was
Nina
cr-
Simone.
She played Nina Simone, and they darkened her.
Yeah, they
did.
Oh my
darkened
God.
her.
It was
Yeah.
They faced her
crazy.
up?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which seemed it was problematic, but it seemed less problematic when I thought she was black.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
now that you know she's not, it's like, oh, that's
Whoa.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like,
That's sneaky.
See.
Yeah.
That's
She officially has her name changed, I guess, with SAG too, to like indicate she put the slash over it.
oh, the
so
little.
people know it's like Zoe Saldana and she's like Latino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
She's
don't
like-
know
yeah.
how much that's gonna help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Could you do less?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
guys, look at how it's spelled. It's got the squiggly. The squiggly of.
Yeah.
What
They
a-
should have added the squiggly over the N in Nina Simone. And
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
just switched over.
I
the-
think maybe, honestly, an asterisk behind the name would help a lot more.
yeah.
Alyssa, I think we're going to get
Yeah.
maybe one more person on the
'Kay.
Rapid Rocket Roundup. But
Yeah.
Okay.
you got any plugs? Anything you want?
Anything. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Alyssa Yeoman, Yeoman. And yeah, if you're in LA or somewhere else. Listen to my podcast. Is This Normal? I have a really funny podcast.
Red.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
also put everything in the description.
Yeah.
Okay,
so after
perfect.
that,
Yeah,
we
just,
got
you know, follow the links if, yeah.
Perfect.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Sweet.
Thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
coming on. Appreciate you. All right. And then, bring it on in. This is, I think, going to be final guest on the
What's up,
Rapid
buddy?
Rocket Roundup. What's up, dude?
Hi guys, how's it going?
Not
Good, how are
bad,
you?
dude.
I'm great.
I'm Louie.
I'm Dante Louis. Nice to meet you.
Dante, nice to meet you.
We've met.
Yes, we
We're old
did.
friends.
I literally just wanted to come on here to say that Armenians, they're not black. Can't say nigga. Please stop saying nigga to me, Armenians across this country.
Them too?
Lebanesians, I don't even know what look. I feel like they're not black either. Also, don't call me nigga.
Is this have you been getting Lebanese and Armenian people calling you that?
spiritually? Yeah.
I mean, I
I
didn't
feel
mean
it.
to do it. I was just fucking around.
It's like it's not a like, because sometimes when I tell people they're not black, I mean it as a slight to who they are.
Yeah.
Of course.
But when I say it in this instance, I'm just saying it like, hey guys, I respect that you're also not white, but like DJ Khaled, I don't know what he is, but I'm glad he stopped
he
saying
said
nigga
it?
so much.
Oh, God. He was saying it a bunch?
I think I don't
Khaled
know.
was saying the N-word a bunch?
You know what, guys?
Another one.
Is anyone recording this?
No.
No.
No, this is just us.
Okay, yeah, I
Just
might
between
have
us and
made
these
that one up. He seems like he would though. Actually, maybe not. Fat Joe does though, and
Okay.
he's from New York.
Is
So,
Fat Joe not black at all?
I don't think so. I think he's like
Bret Hayden's black, famously.
Yeah.
He's he just
this.
nodded.
This is when like it goes from
Bret, you
me.
want to tap in for a second?
Hi,
There
Brett.
it is.
What's up, Dante?
Brett the N-word Hayden.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can call him it.
No, I'm not even. All I meant by the N-word was nationalist.
Yeah, fair enough.
Brett the nationalist Hayden.
That's Bret the Hitman Hart in 2025 is the nationalist.
Oh yeah. So I just wanted to get up here to make sure I specified that.
Armenians are not black.
But also the other groups,
Lebaneses?
Lebanonians.
Yeah. The
Also.
Lebs, as I call them.
Yeah.
I call up my stinky lab ancestors. I go, what are you guys doing up there, huh?
They put the L in LGBT, the Lebs.
Oh, yeah. They're
The
lebbing it up,
lesbians.
dude.
Yeah.
They're famously pretty but sad.
You know what? Can I be
Loud
honest?
Syrians told me that.
I wish more ethnic groups like reclaim their slurs
Mm-hmm.
so that we could all? Because
Well, it's tough for us to use sand and then the N word.
oh yeah, I was like,
that's a tough one for us to
Listen,
take back because we
that's-
got to get permission
Johnny
first.
asked me a weird time to jump in here.
no. What do you? How do
No,
you?
these are your
listen.
favorite words to say.
Oh,
You
yeah?
should
I don't
weigh
know if they're
in.
your favorite, but I do know this. I know that white people, in all the things you guys do great, you can develop a slur. Y'all are great at it, and this isn't you personally, but
Yeah,
like,
no,
your people.
you're wrong. You're not wrong.
Well, hang
to
on.
say
No,
that,
Brett's
like,
pretty good at it,
no.
though.
We can say words, and just the tone in which we say them makes them sound slurry.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I've been now I'm turning into a person I don't like, where I'm telling you guys a bit, but
Oh, no.
I've been working a bit lately about how when I was in elementary school, I grew up in Louisiana. One of my white classmates was like, "Hey, I think you're cute." I was like, "I think you're cute." We're in the 2nd grade, man. 8 years old, 7, 8 years old.
Damn. Whereabouts in Louisiana?
Bernice, Louisiana. So like
Okay.
north central Louisiana, just below the Arkansas border.
Okay.
So we're 7, 8 years old. I walk her out to where her parents are gonna pick her up, and her dad goes, he goes, "Let go of his hand. Get over here right now. I don't need you out here acting like a mud shark." I was like, "Oh,
You know what?
So-
Oh, my God. I didn't know about that until, like, the advent of social media.
so
Mud Sharks out of control
It is.
racist, dog.
and so well, here's the thing. Like
Mud
I didn't-
Sharks, that one's,
So
whoa.
at the time, I'm like 7. I don't know what it means. I go home. I don't think anything of it. The next day, I go back to school. I'm walking her out again because I'm like, I don't know what that shit means.
Not
this
to be
time-
rude, how long ago was that then? Like, ish.
So I that would have been
Like
30,
20-ish?
30 years ago. 'Cause
okay.
I'm 37
Holy
now.
shit, dude.
So,
So 1995, somebody calls you.
Whoa.
Okay.
no, they call their daughter. They're
Oh.
like, they said she was acting like a mud shark. Do you know what a mud shark
no,
is?
you should
I do not.
Okay, cool. So then this works then. So then the next day I walk her out again, and this time he's like frustrated again, and he goes, "Dang, you're just bound and determined to be a snicker licker." And I was like, "Oh, well now I know what a mud shark is."
Yeah, I'm like,
Like, and I was like, think about how like committed to racism you have to be to like go back to the drawing board on a fucking slur to be like, the 7-year-old didn't get it. I got to come up with something more plain.
Yeah, you're like
So-
Mud Sharks hack.
Yeah.
We need a.
Help me punch up this slur. Like,
dude, that one I actually hadn't heard. Snicker licker?
yeah, that's
That's out of control.
it's
But okay, so I learned about it vis-a-vis Instagram. There was a butt model, a very attractive butt model,
okay.
and she was dating an NBA player.
Okay.
And like one of the comments was like, I should have known she was a mud shark. And then
I told you I'm teaching them mud shark.
unfortunately,
I know they.
Oh, is it? I can't say it.
I don't know. That's a white people thing. That's like
Oh, is-
white people being
hang
mean to
on.
white people.
I'm gonna tell you right. I said it, so I didn't know. All right, well, I apologize, but
I think.
but no, the thing is, I went to Urban Dictionary because I was like,
Oh
what the
God,
fuck
that's
does that
yeah,
mean?
that's-
And then when I read it, it was like, holy shit. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's fucked.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
It
so,
feels like
Brett, mud shark is just a white woman who specifically dates black men. What? Well, not Southern Bayou. I think it's just Southern in general because I ended up hearing it more as I got older. Like people, you do. You got them.
There's a couple of sharks.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
you do.
sharks up here. No, we had sharks.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
gaslighting.
do you wanna-
they're
do you
not
wanna tap
actual
in? Do you wanna-
sharks, yeah. Ella, get in here. This is bad podcasting.
Yeah, we gotta switch
We're
it up.
shouting at a lady.
Who's she gonna step in for? I can step back.
Why change it up?
Yeah, it's the reverse
Ella,
forest.
we're on a podcast.
I don't think this mic is on. I don't hear shit.
Oh,
We're
man.
twinning, Dante.
Hang on. Let me
Nice
turn
shirt.
You
yours
wear it
down.
better.
I'm not competing with you.
Oh, good. You lose. I'm
Yikes.
just kidding.
I don't care. I'm only competing
So,
with
Ella-
my Lord and Savior.
Ella, do you have a slur that you can learn me up on?
No, not recently.
Okay. All right. You got some old ones you want to dust off?
No, I don't use slurs, contrary to popular belief. Oh my God, this is covered in fuzz.
Well, yeah. Did you
gotta
wash them? You guys didn't wash your sweaters
I
yet?
never wash my clothes.
I haven't watched this yet.
Oh no, you guys are gonna be covered on the inside.
That's all right. I wore an undershirt because
All
of
right,
that.
you'll be all right.
I figured they were doing the headshots. I wanted to wear the festival shirt.
Okay, yeah,
Aw.
that's a good
That's
good
nice.
call.
It's not too late for that, is it?
No,
No,
he
no,
just set
they're-
it up.
They're
All
just getting going, so
Yeah.
we'll be all right.
Cool.
I was gonna say you guys don't have to stay either. I'm not gonna hold you hostage with the
Let's
microphones.
bring Lon on.
I would love to talk to Lon.
Can I call him right now?
Yeah, go get Lon.
It's Lon, like LON, Lon.
L-O-N.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not like L-A-W-N. Common
But
misconception.
you know what? We
are literally twinning.
yeah. I just noticed the fanny pack thing. This is I don't know when I decided I was a fanny pack person, but I've been rocking them for a
I love
minute now.
But you guys got them. They're like chest shoulder rigs now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys reappropriated it to have it satchel style, and I appreciate that very much.
That's
It's
how cool
tactically
people
sound.
chest and shoulder riggers.
Yeah.
That
My
almost sounds
rigger.
like a slur.
By the way, I didn't
My
add
rigger.
the hard ER on.
Johnny, do you want to get Lon down here? I don't know where my phone is. I was going to call him. Oh, yeah.
I would love to talk to Lon for a little bit.
Yeah, get Lon in here.
He was like, I had a dream last night that I was on the Rumble, and then he did his full 90 seconds for me. I was like, was that a dream? Or
Not-
are you running material
Oh
on me?
no, Lon wants to be a
He's
comic.
like, I haven't seen any 60-year-olds doing Rumbles. I'm like,
Well, he hasn't
Get
gone to the
there.
ones in Plymouth.
Get up here, Lon.
They're good.
They are
Is
good.
that short for Elon?
No.
That'd be hilarious.
I think it's short for Lonald.
It's long for low.
Yeah, there it is.
No, I don't know why his name is Lon. It's not a real name, but
It is.
my
I like
dad's
it.
name is Lon Horwedel. My brother's name is Eamon Horwedel.
Amon, A-M-O-N?
E-A-M-O-N.
Oh, isn't that the guy's name who sang that song?
Could be.
What's the song?
the white people song?
Listen,
the
friend. There's
mad-
4 of them. You gotta specify.
It was the real mean one.
Oh, okay. That narrows it down to 3.
I do.
He had
No clue.
he had a song. It was about a girl. And he's like,
That one?
I don't want you back is what it's called.
Is
By
it
Lon?
Jackson 5?
No,
Might be.
Oh, that's I Want You Back.
no, Amon, A-E-A-M-O-N.
Yeah. There's...
That'll be the song for the show. That's for damn sure.
Let me.
We always gotta
Now I
pick.
feel
It'd be
like-
wild if you had it in your satchel.
Am I making this up?
This song.
I
just gonna-
think there's a singer named Eamon, but I don't know if he's a white...
Yeah,
Angry
he
man.
was white and I'm just gonna Google that.
I was gonna say,
name.
hey,
Name
we
it.
are fixing to
Have to
round it
stop?
on up. So you got any plugs, Ella? You want to do?
Just in my ass.
Hell yeah.
Just kidding.
Nice.
No, I have nothing going on in my life.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What about
Amon
you,
Doyle.
Louis? Oh, I don't know who that is.
I've got decent plugs in my ass. No, I don't know that song at all.
You guys missed out. When I was in high school, it's called "Fuck It, I Don't Want You Back"
By Lon?
by Amon.
Oh, by Eamon. All right. We really jumped over some hurdles in my brain where I'm like, what
My
the fuck?
apologies. This is why you don't end the podcast with me on it.
No, we're not gonna. Yeah, if he
Yeah.
wants
Yeah,
to.
get-
Yes. it's
Dante, you want to
Johnny's
plug anything though?
lingering over
just
here.
Jesus Christ, find him wherever you are. He'll meet you there.
All right, church on Sunday, 10 o'clock.
Yeah. All right.
There it is.
Bye,
Appreciate it.
Dante.
All right, thanks
Hi,
for being
Johnny.
on,
Welcome
Dante.
to my show.
Thank you, Elle. I'm
it's
so
me and
honored.
Louis'
to-
show. It's called German Rocket Force.
Did you guys rename it?
GRF? No,
While I was
No,
gone?
but that would have been a actual better rocket force. Those boys knew how to make some fucking
Would
rockets.
look real slick.
Huh?
Oh, here
Operation
comes-
Paperclip.
I think you're about to be replaced by your dad.
That's fine. I'm used
let-
to it.
well,
Not the
there's
first
only
time
room-
it's happened.
Get over here, Lon. Only room for one Horwedel on this podcast. And hot
Come on over,
swapping
Lon.
it. Bye, Ella.
Bye, Ella.
All right, there
Thanks
you
for
are,
having me on
Lon.
your show.
Okay. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, probably our final guest on the Rapid Rocket Roundup episode,
Lon Horwedel.
Lon Horwedel.
Thanks for having
We just
me.
brought you here to ask if you can introduce us to Tim Robinson.
Hey, can
Not,
you...
not Sam?
Well, sure. If
I-
he can be there too.
Yeah,
Pretty
Sam?
tight with both of them.
All right,
Yeah,
well, then introduce me to Sam and then John to Tim.
Well,
but
first you have to become a professional photographer, then get credentialed to shoot a Lions or Tigers game, and then
All right.
I'll introduce you. 'Cause
how about this?
that's the only time I ever.
What
see him
if
is on
we
the
get you a
sidelines.
clownishly large bag and the two of us hop in said bag and then we pop out as a couple of grips.
Unfortunately, they run you guys through an X-ray machine.
That's
It's
fine.
like
Johnny
your-
gets shit tons of X-rays.
Alright,
I do too. I'm on
Yeah.
antibiotics.
Yeah, no, I can present my X-rays on the spot if I
Also,
need to.
okay, so we gotta run it all the way back because there was lawn talk. There was lawn talk before you hit the mic.
Oh,
There's questions that need answering. What's it
Okay.
short for? I thought Lonald.
I don't really know the answer to that because when I asked my mother,
Is it just Lon on your
it
driver's
is.
license?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's not
Alright.
short for anything. That's just it's like Madonna or Sting, I
Or
guess.
Homer
But,
J. Simpson.
my mom said you were supposed to be Lance, but my grandparents didn't like that name, so she named
So
me
just-
Lon.
they made one
But
up.
she never said why,
Okay.
and then she died, and my
Did you ever-
dad's dead, so I
Did you ever-
have no idea.
I was gonna say, did you ever look up your mailman's name?
Well, funny story.
That's an old one, huh?
oh no, funny story.
Everybody in my family has got dark curly hair and dark eyes.
Yeah, except for you, huh?
I was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid.
Yeah, so
Mm.
is
And there
it.
was only one other kid born that day in the hospital, and he was some kid from West Virginia named Buttons.
Mhm.
So there might be some dark-haired, curly, dark-eyed, curly-haired kid in West Virginia.
You're supposed to be
with a
down
blonde-
south somewhere.
it's very
I love
possible.
how much your parents deliberated on your name, and then his parents just settled on Buttons.
Buttons.
It's crazy.
There was a dad coming out of a hangover looking across the room.
and my younger brother's name is Lance, so apparently 3 years later they said, fuck the grandparents. and just-
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Does your older brother look like he's part of the
No,
actual
he's
family?
younger than I am. So,
Oh,
yeah,
younger
yeah.
brother, but
Yeah,
he looks like part of the family.
Yeah, I mean, the dark hair and
Curlies,
yeah, dark eyes.
Wow, we really got a Lannister switch.
I am
up
the only
here.
blonde-haired, blue-eyed kid in the whole family. So
Well, some people would say that that's the win.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
said that's the prize. Some would say that.
As a fan of World War II,
A
you
particular
would know.
group of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
would say that.
A certain group of folks would really like that
well,
look.
that's another funny story. There's only,
Okay.
there's only 300 Horwedels
Show-
on the
Let's get the tattoo, Lon. Where's
There's only
that?
300 Horwedels on the planet, and none of them are in Germany, which is
What are
where
they
we
all
know
in?
we came from.
They're all in Argentina now?
Well, my sister went to Germany in 1992 to do some studies on our lineage,
Uh-huh.
and they said it's not that uncommon. They were probably Nazis, or they changed their name.
Probably. I like
So-
probably. All
So
right.
they're all in the United States now, and there's only 300 of us.
It was
Oh.
Horwedel.
Horwedel. Horwedel.
All right.
Horwedel. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
The W is a V, and it's a long E. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Short stop and a sudden drop.
Were you Lonnie as a kid?
My aunt Norma called me Lonnie, and she was the only one.
Did you hate it?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. It felt.
You don't look like a fucking Lonnie
My
either.
cousin called me either Leonard or Lentil after the movie Yentl came out.
I didn't know you had a slow cousin.
Yeah, no, he's my best friend. But
All
yeah,
right.
so-
Well, sorry.
Yeah,
I was
so
just ripping a bit.
he still calls me Leonard.
All right. What's his name?
John.
There's nothing fun we can do with
No.
that
No,
name.
that's the worst name.
Yeah.
That one sucks.
I think it's a cool name, dude. I think that name rules. We got. Oh, wow.
Esteban.
Oh, we got tons of people.
Bad.
No, but Lon, is there anything you want to talk about before we got to do a rocket?
Am I like the oldest guy you've ever had on your podcast?
No, I'm pretty sure Sam Talent was 1,000.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Sam's
No, he's
ancient,
younger
dude.
than I am.
Barely.
I mean, I'll
Not
be
not
60.
in biological age
Pretty sure-
markers.
Well, yeah.
Got him. He's not gonna listen, so we can rip.
Yeah.
Dog, I will say this: breaking glass for moment of sincerity on the pod. I talked to my dad today, and the picture I sent of myself on stage at the Rumble, he was like, "That is the best photo I've ever seen of you on stage."
Well, I had a lot of them. Which one did you send?
It was one where I was opening the show, kind of doing like a
Okay.
fist grip type
Yeah.
of. I
Well,
don't know.
you're very animated, so you're
Well,
easy to photograph.
Thank
No,
you.
yeah,
I
you-
appreciate that.
Because if anybody's fans of us, you've seen Lon's photos of us. Because
Yeah.
like I still use your headshot from 2 years ago to
Yes,
this day.
as do I.
Speaking of which,
We'll
we'll
get you out of here. I just
Oh,
want
yeah.
to say my dad said it was the best photo of me he's ever seen. And then I told him about you, the love for World War II bits.
Yeah,
also,
yeah.
you were wishing him well. There was some dad-on-dad happiness
It's good.
going on.
I mean,
there.
cherish the moments because you never know how long you've got. so.
Appreciate it, Lon.
Yeah.
Thanks. Anything you want to plug?
Well, no, that ship has sailed.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, baby.
All right.
We're gonna find your family, and then
All
we're
right,
gonna make them pay.
Thanks for having me,
All
guys.
right, good
Thanks,
to see
buddy.
you, Lon.
Appreciate it.
Who's next?
We'll see you. Oh, get old Wang up here, dude.
Get up here, Wang. Come on.
Come on, baby.
Did you want to tap back? Do you want somebody else?
Yeah, I'll get somebody else in. Wang, get in here. Hello. It's the Rapid Rocket Roundup. You guys go. I'll start yelling.
All right.
All right.
All right.
30 seconds. I just want a little bit of yang time.
Yeah.
I need me some yang.
As we do all.
Come on, do the voice for me, buddy.
Oh, which one? You mean just how I talk?
Oh, God. I wish you could can it up so I could crack it on the brown line and listen to it.
I think Ricard does it better. Ricard does it better.
Barely. I mean, but that's like going to the source.
This is such an antidote because we were front loaded with a lot of anti-racist talk.
Yeah.
And now you're just.
But now we're getting into the monetization part.
Yeah.
Oh, paywall.
Ancient Chinese secret, huh?
This is probably gonna be the worst episode of Chinese Rocket Force, and that's
Hey,
that's a big record.
you'd actually be shocked. This one's gonna do quite well. Bruce,
I've
you're
heard it before. I've heard snippets.
and this is when the band gets all new members.
What's going
Oh
on?
no!
Is the
How are we?
What are we supposed to do?
It's their podcast.
Uh-huh.
So what are we doing?
Yeah, what I
Checking
don't know.
in with
Are we
each
just
other?
talking?
Yeah. How's the fest going?
Fest is good.
Fest is great. It's
Fest
been,
is
it's been
great.
really good.
Everything's-
Okay.
Yeah. Are you now the host?
Fun.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to make conversation.
Yeah. It's been really fun. Yeah.
Okay.
We do sold out shows tonight for Gianmarco Soresi.
Why are
which
you
has been
plugging
great.
it?
I'm not
You're
plugging. I'm
not
just
plugging,
fucking
you're
making
bragging,
conversation.
dude. It's sold out shows.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you'll
All
get
right.
on those one day, big guy. You'll get on those.
Well, this has been fun to be in Chinese Rocket Force podcast with
Without
the two
The
hosts.
Rocket or the Chinese.
We still got the Rockets. Yeah. And I guess the Chinese.
I guess-
Yeah, you're
got it all,
gonna
baby.
you're gonna see this all.
Yeah,
You gotta
we
be
got it
assigned
all.
on the.
Oh, man.
We're fine.
Message.
I don't know what to do.
It's the Rapid Rocket Roundup. All right, we'll see if we get any more guests. Andrew,
Yeah.
love to see. Hey, Bruce is back.
Hey.
It's
Dude,
it's
I feel like it's been a while.
a little bit.
Yeah.
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 Do I look significantly worse?
No, I just like saw you. I was like, oh, I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, well, it's. I think it's the miles, not the years, because we've
Oh,
both been
dude.
doing work the last couple of months.
You got that. You
Oh,
got
okay.
that pitch, dude. It's all about lighting.
Yeah.
Perspective. I was looking at the pictures from the Rumble.
Yeah.
And one of those pictures, I was like, that's a guy I would trust with everything in my life.
Yeah.
And then the very next one, I was like, that guy's up to something.
I feel the same way, and it's my face.
That's the face, dude.
Johnny got called a hero earlier on the podcast,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think I was the
A
implied
hero.
villain. And I'm
You
like,
got called
yeah,
a hero?
That's fine.
yeah, a little bit, yeah. I got called a hero.
That's
All
what's
right.
up. All right,
All right.
swapping out.
Swapping out.
There it is.
Do it up.
Thank you, Bruce.
Appreciate it,
Swap
Bruce.
sauce. Thanks,
Appreciate
gang.
it,
Ladies and
buddy.
gentlemen, final guest on the Rapid Rocket Roundup.
Gianmarco Soresi, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Thanks for
Welcome.
hopping on, man.
So what is this?
Chinese Rocket Force.
Chinese Rocket Force.
We are 50. This is the 52nd episode.
Yeah, you're on the 1
great.
year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The
We
1
made
year
it.
This is
anniversary.
big.
I know,
We're
you're
done.
welcome.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Huge for us.
Are either
a
you
mark
Chinese?
for you.
I'm half Thai. That's
Okay.
the closest
And
we've
I'm
got.
very into rocket forces.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I got it.
I don't know if you know the CCP, they got one.
Sure.
And it's a problem.
Uh,
So when people Google us, they're like, I'm going to look into this thing first.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I want to mention, I heard that 5 years ago you were a featured performer on Motor City Comedy Festival.
It's true. I
That's-
did that festival. I still own the shirt.
Really?
It was a good shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, these festival shirts.
Embarrassing moment. I was on it with you.
You were?
Yeah.
Why is that embarrassing?
I don't know.
We're back.
'cause
We're back together.
I was
again.
like, yeah, but one
This
of
is
us
the great
is doing
equalizer. Gianmarco.
really, really well, and the other one.
I'm not doing that
yeah.
well. I'm currently on the Chinese.
No.
What is it called?
I was about to say you're doing great.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the top.
yeah.
I did have a girl I went on a date with like 4 years ago texted me out of the blue last week and said, "No way you're opening for Gianmarco." Like, and I was
That's
like,
crazy.
"Hey, what's up?"
Someone on Bumble, someone sent it to me. I wasn't on it, and it was like one of their pictures
Yeah.
was like after a show with me, and I just
Oh,
thought, given
wow.
the lack of success that I had on dating apps, the idea that I would be used to lure someone in is insane.
Yeah.
Like, you're a
It's like
parasocial
using-
wingman.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
rough.
It's like
dude.
using open for credits, but on a dating app a little bit.
Yes, very much. Very much.
That's
I hope
tough.
it worked
Was
for
it a
them.
guy?
No, it was a woman.
Okay.
So okay, so if you're on a dating app and you saw someone with a picture of me, what do you think? Are they saying like I like?
Yeah, attainable. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. No, that's a ace right there. Wildly attainable. Yeah. Very doable is what I think.
Oh, all right.
Great.
We got to do a
thank
mic
you.
test, right?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, no, I don't want to keep
All right,
wasting his
No,
time.
we got the
man.
clip, right?
Yeah, cut it.
no. I mean,
That's the clip
Hey,
right
we're
there.
not. Hey, we're not even gonna release this. We just want to get to know you. That's all right.
That's
Don't even worry
infuriating.
about it.
Oh, there it is.
Is there? We have a huge audience. Is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, we.
After next week.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
sure.
pretty big in Southeast Asia, but
Well, I'm at the Ann Arbor the festival tonight.
Yep.
When is this coming out?
Probably next Thursday.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking it really seriously.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Spokane, Tacoma. I'm just touring.
Whoa.
Listen to my podcast, The Downside,
There you
with
go.
Gianmarco Soresi, and I love being here.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks,
All right,
guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you. Be well.
Thank
Excited
you so
for
much,
tonight.
man.
This will be fun.
All right, we'll see
All
you.
right.
Johnny,
Plugs?
baby. Yeah.
This is coming out Thursday. Tomorrow night, catch me at the Rex Theater opening for Jacob Barr.
Red. Let's see. This is coming out next week, Thursday. I'm fucking crushing those Chicago open mics, but I will be back in town hanging with family, and then Sam Talent show the next week, Wednesday. So I don't know. Check Rocketeers. You know where to find us. Johnny Mockney Comedy, Louis D. Michael. We'll have our dates out there. We love you guys. This
Love
was
you.
a lot of fun. The Chinese Rapid Rocket Roundup
There it is.
episode. What a wild one.
What a wild one.
What a wild one. All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bunch of slap-jawed
Chinese
rocket force.
That's the podcast of Chinese Rocket Force. Let's say our catchphrase. Blast off!